Now that you decided to join programming race, we will need to find a proper car for you. If you want to learn how to ride a bicycle, you need a bicycle, right? If you want to paint, you need a paper and paint, right? So what tools do you need to start programming? First is to decide which language it is going to be. It is tool number 1. It is your racing track. Second tool is a framework. Framework gives you less flexibility but increases your speed. It's basically a set of combinations that you can use. It is your Nitro. And the third tool is IDE. It's Integrated Developer Environment, which is the source code editor, build automation, and debugger. It's your car. For each language, there are a lot of frameworks and there are lots of editors that supports those frameworks. So how to choose a proper editor? When you select an editor, it should be comfortable for you. It should have hotkeys, nice color scheme, have extensions, and be in your price range. In the past, I have been working with Eclipse, JetBrains, Notepad++, Vim, Atom. Today, my choice is Visual Studio Code for almost any language. It looks cute, it's free, it's small, fast, and super extendable. Also, it's cross-platform and even available to work from browser without installation. And it becomes nowadays a standard among a lot of developers. So how does it look? So here is a Visual Studio Code and it looks like that. How to create a project? What I do, I create a folder and then just drag and drop this folder in Visual Studio Code, and now I have my project open. So here I have the contents of my folder. How to create a file? While you hover in Explorer, you'll see here a small icon to create a file. Then you give it a name, for example, index.html. And now I can edit. Now I can edit my file. Then I can save it. You can click here, File, Save, or just use a hotkey, Command S. And then you see that while I'm editing, it shows here a circle. And when I save, circle is replaced by X. So when you click on X, you close this file. If you want to open this file to edit, you just find the file in Explorer here, and then you see that this file is highlighted in this tab, Open Editors, and also it is available here as a tab on top. If you have two files, for example, I create now a second HTML. So I have now two files open, index.html and second.html. I can navigate here on top by switching the files, or I can navigate here between open editors, or I can see all the files here. So if I close all the files, I can open now any file from here. When I open the file, it highlights here in open editors. You can close all the files by clicking here, close all editors. And if you want to reopen this project, so let's close it. So now if I want to open my project, I come back to Visual Studio Code, drag and drop my folder, and now I have the contents of the folder here. Whatever editor you decided to choose, it's important to invest your time to get to know it better, to learn hotkeys, snippets, and some tricks. The faster you can do basic operations is better. For programming, it's not that important if you can type fast, not watching your keyboard. I know a lot of developers who type with only 2 fingers and they always look at their keyboard. What is important is to learn how to copy paste fast, how to navigate and search fast. So let's see how to navigate in Visual Studio Code. So let's go on and open some website. Then I come here in View Source Page. I copy by, how do I copy? Okay, Edit, Select All. So first I want to select everything on this page. So for this I go to Edit, Select All, or Command A, Select All. Next thing, copy, Edit, copy is Command C, and paste is Command V. So what I do, if I want to copy paste something, I open the code that I want to copy. I click Command A and then Command C, and after that I go to my editor, open the file, select everything, Command A and Command V to paste. So now I have my file here, so I will close the Explorer and now I have the contents of this file here. So I'll close the browser for now. And so as you see, I can scroll here to the right and to the left, but I would like to see everything at once without scrolling horizontally. For this, I go to View and I click Toggle Wardrobe. So now I don't have anymore the horizontal scroll. Now you see here on the left side, I have line numbers. Sometimes I remember the line that I was working on, or I write it down on the paper with my pen. So just to know where I was, what I wanted to do there. So as you see here, we have kind of a bird view on our code. It's a zoom out code, and you see the structure of the code on this right sidebar. Also, you have here a small scroll bar. It has also some red dots and yellow dots. That means there are some errors. So this is the what is the benefit of using a good IDE. So this is the integrated developer environment. It helps you to spot errors faster because it gives you a visual feedback. You see here some red lines and here some red dots. So this way you can navigate to your errors faster. And then you see here there is another helpful toolbar that shows you the breadcrumbs to where you are in the code, in the means of structure. So to say, in which category are you now? But it's inside one file. What are the other things about navigation? So I can navigate with my mouse, but switching between mouse and keyboard might be not efficient. So I also sometimes I prefer to use only keyboard. So if I click Command arrow down, I go to the end of the file, and Command arrow up, I go to the top of the file. Then I can navigate with arrow down to go one line down and arrow up one line up. If I click Command Right, my cursor will go to the end of the line, and then if I go down, it will stick to the rightmost. So my cursor will jump and stay on the end of the line. So another thing is copy pasting. For example, if I want to, let's say, move this line to line number 1, what I can do is I can select it. So look how I select it. I can select it with the mouse, which is very slow, or I can use my keys, Command Right, then I hold Command, now I hold also Shift, and I click left. So I selected the whole line. Now I can use Command X to cut it and Command V to insert it, to paste it. So if I did something wrong, I can use Command Z to undo the last operation. So I just reverted all my changes. Another useful thing that I find useful very often is to click Option key and then click up. It will move the line where it will move the line up or down, as you see. Let's say you want to change multiple lines at once. For this, you put your cursor, first you put your cursor at the first line that you want to change. You hold Option key and then you click on the next line, and holding Option key you click on the next line. And now I have 3 cursors, and I can now start typing, and it will change all the 3 lines at once. So as you see, this way I can edit more efficient and faster. And when you know these tricks, it's more useful to know them than to learn how to code faster. So even though typing fast helps you, that might not be that easy or fast to learn, but to know the tricks with your editor will improve your performance in 100 times, I think. Look, this file has 1000 lines, and you remember, for example, there were some word like, look here, grid template columns. So I've just seen a word grid template columns. How do I find it? So I cannot find it anymore. For this, I can use a search function, which is Command F, or edit, find. So every time when I use a hotkey, I can use it from, so I can use this command from menu, or I can remember this hotkey. If I don't know in which menu is this command, I can use help and then just put here the command that you want to use, for example, find. And if you navigate to this command, it will show you the path to this menu. So it goes edit, find, and when you click find, it will open this small window here, where I can now type grid template. Look, I found it. So This way I can navigate through my file faster. And now you see here there are two search results, and I can navigate between them by clicking these buttons here. And if you hold your mouse over this button, you will see there is also a hotkey for this. So to next match, you click enter. For previous, you click shift enter. So let's try it out. So I have to click here, shift enter, enter, and this way I can navigate. Also, there are a lot of other buttons, and if you want to know what they're doing, you basically just hover over them and wait a few seconds to see what does it do. So there is another button here. It opens additional input field for replace. So this way you can replace multiple things. For example, I want to remove my class my, so I just select this, put here, and I just want to replace it with empty line, so I want to remove it. So for this, I click this button, replace or enter, and you see this way I can edit my file faster. How to download this editor? You just have to navigate to your browser and put here Visual Studio Code, and you'll end up on search results here, Visual Studio Code, code.visualstudio.com, and you can download this for Mac, Windows or Linux. And I told you that this is also possible to use online without installing. It's of course less flexible, but you can use it from browser, from Code Sandbox.io. So if I open it in guest window, you'll see that Sandbox is also free, no sign up required, and you can start editing in Visual Studio Code right away without installing it. So let's choose some static template, and here you have same editor, same browser, and you also have embedded browser to see results